Hi there, Wally here. In this video, we are going to be talking about host collection. If you have no idea about host collection, fear not, because here you learn a lot about it. But before we move it on, if you are not yet subscribed, please do it now, because this content is amazing, this channel is amazing, and I'm pretty confident that you learn a lot over here. And don't forget to click on the bell and allow the notifications. Then once I release a new video, definitely you get notified. Right now, feel free to pick your preferred beverage, have a seat, and let's enjoy the video. And here we are. So we have this satellite. As you can see in the main page, we have the dashboard, the overview. This is the main page when you log in on your satellite. And then we have this host collection, and this is empty. By default, there is no host collection. So how you can find host collection? Simple way, just type host collection on the top of your search, or you can get a hint over here like hosts, host collection. You can definitely click on hosts on the left menu and then host collections. Okay, we have the host collections. As you can see, this page is empty. By default, as I mentioned before, there is no host collection. We can click on this button, create host collection, and you can set a name for your host collection. There are different approaches that you can use host collection. I'm gonna show some of them here, but let's say that we have like a patch, and this patch will be week 35. So for instance, we have 52 weeks during the year. It's very common to say, hey, I have my patch window in the first week, second week, third week. 35th week is one example. So in that weekend or in that week, I'm going to do some patch on my systems, and then I would like to create a host collection about that. Wally, can I set something different like host collection for database servers or application servers? Definitely you can. You can do things like this. Anyway, let's use week 35 as an example. In this host collection, I can set unlimited hosts, so I don't want set any limit for it. I would like to add how many systems I wish to this host collection, so I'm gonna to keep this unlimited. You can see that if you want check, you can set a number just to limit the number of hosts in this host collection. Yes, I saw already some use case for this, but 99% of the time it is like unlimited. All right. So let's hit save. At this moment, let's just pay attention here on actions. There is no action. And why is that? Because we have no hosts in this host collection. Okay. So let's click on hosts, add, and then I can pick some servers. I can pick some specific servers, some set of servers. I can apply some filters, for example, name tilde node. And then this will bring back all the servers that has node in the name. If I like cap to get all my capsules, assuming that my capsules have cap in the name, then there you go. I can apply some filters like this. This is pretty handful once you have like multiple servers. In this environment, this is basically for demo and videos. I have a small number of servers, just 7 servers. Then I would like to pick like node 1 and node 2. Okay, this is on prod lifecycle environment, this is on library, this is consuming content from content view rel 8, this is consuming content from the full organization, and that's okay. All right, now that we are back to this page, you can see a lot of actions. And then let's pass one by one, and then we can have an idea about what we can do. So the first one is package installation removal or updates. Let me do something here first. Content host. I'm gonna open the page of the content hosts. We will be playing with this and this one. Both of them are rel 8.10. We can see that we have some errata, some information available in this page. Then package installation, removal, and update. So in this one, I can do some nice stuff. I can do some nice and cool things. Update all packets. If I click on this button, I'm gonna update all of them. Easy, simple. This is amazing. Okay. And I can also install, I can update, I can remove one specific package or a group of packets. So for example, iptref. iptref, if you're not familiar with, iptref is a tool that we can use via CLI to check our network traffic and package and this kind of stuff. So let's say that I like to install. If you click on the drop down menu, I can do this via remote execution, or I can customize first. Let's keep it simple in this video. Just install. The install is gonna do via remote execution, the standard, with no additional customization. And then, boom. Are you sure you want to install iptref on those systems? Yes, but let me show one thing first. This is a terminal to my satellite, and I have some terminals here, two different nodes. The nodes that we are picking is node 1. So I like to keep this journal over here. And journal ctl-f on this one as well. Then we can see some verbosity. We can see what's going on under the hood. Then are you sure you want to install iptref on the selected systems? Yes. And then that's it. If we take a look over here, this is the node 1. We can see that we have a connection, SSH connection. Something's happening over there, okay? On this one, the second one, we have this YGG DraZild. This is a different way to deploy or execute something in our clients. This is a pull mode. I will create a video about this soon. But fear not, because at this moment, what's going on is this client is executing some commands, and we know which command. We know that we asked it to install some package. So if we take a look here, we have 100%. We can see the nodes, success. Let's take a look on this preview template first. Basically, we have some things that will be happening on that specific server, the skeleton, but I prefer this one over here. Let's click on node 1, and then we can see the output. So basically, we have the iptref. iptref was selected, and then install iptref. Okay, we got this package installed. If we click on this button, toggle command, we can see what's going on under the hood. Like this is getting the message, yum-y install iptref. We are getting the return value. And if this is equal to 0, then there you go, we pass it. If not, this will exit with package action fail, and then the return code. We know that this is okay, and how can we be sure about that? Because this is green. So unless the return is different from 0, everything should be green here, okay? In the same way, let's take a look on node 2, and then check this out. Updating subscription manager repositories, we have the repositories, and the package iptref ng is already installed. So if the package is already installed on that server, no need to do any additional step or anything else. Just let us know, like, okay, this is good to go. Pretty cool, huh? This is amazing. All right, let's come back to host collections. We have our host collection. We just installed those packets. Wally, are you sure those packets are installed? I'm pretty confident, but let's give it a try. iptref. This is the iptref on node 1. Let's give it a shot over here. iptref. This is the iptref on node 2. So yes, iptref was installed. All right, another very common question. I'm doing this to 2 servers. Can I do this to 20 servers? Yes. Can I do this to 200 servers? Yes. 2,000? Yes. 20,000? Yes. How many systems you like to add in this host collection? You can apply, and basically satellite will handle all those tasks and will execute this command on all the servers that you do have, okay? Let's try one more thing, because I did this install. Let's suppose that I have a package and I would like to update that package. Let's suppose that iptref is in a previous version or old version, and then I would like just to update that package. iptref and then update should do the trick, because now this will call something like yum updates that package. But let's do the remove, because now I would like to remove this package from those machines. Let's see how this will be. Would you like to remove iptref? Let's be sure that we have journalctl here. We have them both. Yes, I would like to. This will spin up a new job. We can take a look on the job. Basically, if we take a look here, we can see that something is happening. Like we have a SSH connection over here. We have the client acting over here for the pull mode. And then we have success. So let's take a look on the node 1. Removing iptref and remove it successfully. Amazing. Let's return to the second one. Same thing, like removing iptref ng, and then the package got removed. Wally, I don't trust this too much. Can we check on the CLI? Definitely we can, my dear. iptref. There is no iptref ng anymore. So yes, this was removed. rpm-q pipe grep iptref, or rpm-qa pipe grep iptref. There is no such package. Let me do the same over here on the second one. And once again, there is no package over here. So let's skip the journalctl because we have a lot of things to check yet. So let's keep this one running. All right, we just saw the options to update or remove. Let's click on host collections, and then let's return to the host collection. One more option that we do have here is update all packets. This is like you go to your client and run yum or dnf updates -y. This is gonna update the whole thing. I will not use this one right now because I would like to show you more things. All right, Errata installation. This is gonna check the errata that you have available to your server in that specific time frame. So you can see that you have 2 errata over here. And for this one specifically, we have 1 server, and for this one, we have 2. So if you click on this one, let's open a new tab. Okay, well, something is wrong because now I can see 2 servers, and the previous page was presenting just 1. This is because of the host collection. Like this is getting the whole information that we do have. I can do something like this, and host collection. Let me omit this one, equal W35. If I do this view, now I'm pretty confident that I know which server has this errata available to install, okay? Node 01. Let's click on this and let's take a look. Again, I can see 3. The information here was 2. But if I add once again the host collection equal W35, I can see node 1 and node 2. So, which means this errata is available to be installed on those servers, okay? Can I install this from here? Definitely I can. Let me pick one. And again, I can pick one or all of them. If I have multiple pages, I can do the same thing. Let's just pick the first one and install selected. Here again, we can do via remote execution, and via remote execution customize first. Let me pick this one to show what is the difference. You know that when we click on via remote execution, the job will be started automatically, okay? When you do a customize first, we will end up in the same page, but there is no job yet. So I can customize things. I know that the job category is Catello, install errata. If I do next, I have the filter of the servers. I can see the servers that will be applied this errata. I can see the errata code. See, I can customize things. If I keep clicking on next, I can set some advanced fields. For example, price script, post script. Maybe I would like to restart this server. Maybe I would like to create some file before applying this errata. Things like this. And again, if I click next, I can set some additional things here about immediate execution. I can schedule this execution for the future. I can create a recurring job. And the last one is just review. So just to check the information that we are going to do or the steps that will be executed. Then once I have it, let me apply it. Pretty cool. Let's take a look. We have the task finished. We have node 1 and node 2. If we take a look on node 1, we can see the package. The package got installed. If we click on toggle command, we can see yum updates and the advisory, the Red Hat Security Advisory code. And then at the end of the day, what happened was, in order to apply this security advisory, was necessary to install this specific package, wget in this specific version. Okay, and we got this. Now let's take a look on the second one, because I remember we had just one server with this information, specifically about Errata. So if you take a look, no security updates needed, but 7 update available. So once we are passing this request to the host collection, at this moment, we are passing this along on all the host collection, all the servers that are member of that host collection. I'm gonna review this topic and maybe submit a request for enhancement, because once we have the information that only one content host needs this information, I'm not sure if we should be passing along all of them, but for sure, at this moment, we can confirm like node 1 was the one that we applied the package, and node 2 has no package at all to be updated based on this errata. Okay, let's come back to the job. There we go. We have this one. Let's move it on. Hosts, host collection. If we return to Errata installation, now we have 0 for this errata. Definitely we can select them, click on refresh to see if there is any new information. There is no new information. Then we are good to go. All right, let's move it on to the next step. Next is host collection membership. You can see that we can change, or we can add, we can remove from. So let's suppose that I have a new host group or host collection, and then I would like to do something. I would like to add those servers to that host collection. I can select and I can click on add to or remove from. So if I like to remove those servers from this host collection, definitely I can. Let's give it a try. Yes, let's do it. Remove from W35. We know that we have node 1 and node 2 as member of this host group, host collection. Are you sure you want to remove one content host selected from this host collection chosen? I'm pretty confident that we have a bug here, because this number should be matching the number of content hosts. I'm gonna fill a issue for this one. I'm sorry about that. But basically what this is asking is, hey, are you sure that you like to remove this from this host collection? Yes, we do. So we have the task. The task was succeeded. Let's close this and let's give it a try. Let's confirm. See, now the content host on host collection page is 0 because we executed that bulk action in order to remove all the servers, or the selected servers from this specific host collection. So let's add them back. Node 1 and node 2, add selected. Let me create a different scenario here. This will be weekend 40. And then let's suppose that I have at this moment, 2 servers, but let's suppose that I have 200, 2000, 20,000. And then for any reason, I will not be able to proceed during this weekend, but I'm pretty confident that we'll be doing this for week 40. And then I would like to move all the servers to that specific host collection. So definitely I can do this. Host collection, I can pick W40, add to, and then are you sure you want to add, once again, I'm pretty confident this is a bug, and I'm pretty confident that this will be fixed fast. So let's do yes. Let's click on done. Now we have 35 with 2, and I also have that W40 with 2. And if we take a look, they are the same too, node 1 and node 2. So you can use this to help you during this management stuff. Definitely, this is very powerful. All right, next one is about module stream. Uh, Rel 8 Plus work with module stream, and module is very powerful because you can enable or disable a module, and the module will allow you to have different versions of packets. So for instance, let's talk about Python. As you can see, I have Python 2.7, 3.6, 3.8, and 3.9 by default on those servers. And then I can say, hey, I would like to enable, disable, install, update, remove, or reset. If you are familiar with Python, definitely you are familiar with those options and you can play with, you can enable, you can turn one specific module enabled to all those servers. At the end of the day, that is the version that will be up and running and available to those clients. And again, can I do this to one server, 100 servers, 1,000 servers, 10,000 servers? Definitely you can in a single click, okay? I will not do any change here, but just to show you this feature because this is very powerful. And as we can see, I'm just filtering Python, but I can do the same with Perl. I can do the same with Postgres. Any package that allow me to work with modules, I can do that. So this is pretty powerful, okay? Great, let's move it on to the next. System purpose management. System purpose is a nice thing because you can set, okay, this machine will be a self-support, standard, premium. And nowadays we have like simple content access or SCA. And basically the long short story is you don't need to assign a subscription to your machine in order to get content. But then we have the next question, what now? How can I be sure if that machine is like a premium, standard, self-support? It is using system purpose. So one way that you can do this is setting the service level or SLA. Can be self-support, can be standard, can be premium. What is the usage type? Can be production, development, DR site, disaster recovery environment. And also I have the role, like this is a Red Hat Enterprise Linux server, this is a workstation, this is a compute node. So the main idea here is, let's suppose that I have those servers, node 1 and node 2. They are very important to my environment and I would like to set them as a high priority. So I can came here and said, okay, they will be premium because I would like them to have support 24/7. Independent of the hour, if those servers are down, I would like to get a response within 1 hour, for instance, just to do this follow-up. The usage, those are production servers. And again, you can see that I'm working with a host collection. So if I have 2 servers now, I'm going to set those to premium production. If I have 20 servers, again, premium production, okay? And the role, they are Red Hat Enterprise Linux server. Before I hit assign, let me show you here. Let me close some tabs. Host content hosts. We have node 1 and node 2. In this page, let's click on overview, scroll down, and you can see system purpose. There is no SLA, no usage type, no role, okay? If I click on edit, I can see a similar information. SLA, the role for Linux server, the usage for production, but this is unset now. This is not set at all, okay? And I will not set this one over here. Same for node 2. Let's take a look on overview. On this one, you can see like I have Red Hat Enterprise Linux server, self-support, and development. So let me click on edit. You can see this information was previously populated. This is good. So let's come to this. I would like to change this to premium production Red Hat Enterprise Linux server. And we can see this is different from the current values that we do have on this one and also this one. This has no setting at all. So once I click on assign, let's take a look. Something will happen. Basically, a task will be created. This information will get updated on the satellite side, and those servers will be tagged properly. Okay, we can see that we have 2 tasks and then 2 success, 0 fail. What if I have 20 servers? 20 tasks, 20 success, 0 fail. We always expect 0 fail. But what I mean is the number of content hosts that you apply this configuration, or the number of content hosts that you have in that specific host collection, will end up in the number of tasks. So if I have 2000 servers in that specific host collection, this will create 2000 tasks. And at the end of the day, I hope to see 2000 success. Okay. All right. Let's come back over here. You can see this was the previous information. Let's refresh this page. Scroll down. And then now we can see Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server, Premium, Production. And this was set because of the host collection. The host collection applied this configuration. If we take a look on this, we have this as a previous information. Let's refresh the page. Scroll down, and then we can see Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server, Premium, Production. So again, this is another feature that we have on host collections. That's pretty useful, and that will allow you to change things like easily. By the way, if you are familiar with Satellite 5, long ago, we used to have one feature called SSM, or System Set Manager, which was something like group. Yeah, this is pretty similar. If you don't know about Satellite 5, no problem. Now we are on Satellite 6. All right, let's move it on to the next. All right, let's move it on to the next one. Change assign a lifecycle environment or content view. From here, you can see also a nice feature. Let me come back to this page. Let me refresh. And then we can see node 1 and node 2. Node 1 and equal node 2. All right, we have both here, both servers, node 1 and node 2. You can see that this is getting content from library, the for organization view. This is getting content from prod and content view rel 8. And then let's say that they should not be like this. They should be getting content from the same place. For instance, prod content view rel 8. Then how can I fix this? All the machines on that specific host collection, okay? From here, I can set which one is the expected lifecycle environment. Can be library, and then I can see all the content views on my library, or it can be prod, and then all the content views available in that specific lifecycle environment will be listed. So I can pick this one, set prod content view rel 8. Again, let's take a look here, back. This is already my second one, node 2. Node 1 is getting content from library the for organization view. If I would like to standardize, this is a nice way, because now I can click assign, and then this will assign this lifecycle environment / content view to all the servers that are member of this host collection. There is one point here though. Changing the content view will not affect the content host until their next checking. To update the content host immediately, run the following command: subscription manager refresh. Wally, should I do this all the time? Again, this will not be in effect right now to your clients, but your client has a mechanism that will be hitting satellite by default every 4 hours. Or eventually, if you do some commands, if you run some commands, not subscription manager refresh, but some other commands. If you like to do this right now, because you are testing that machine, that specific server, and you like to see this in action, definitely you can copy this and paste in your client. But if not, like if this is in a no rush process, definitely you can change this one here. And after 4 hours max, this will be fixed on all of your clients. So no need to run this. So let me show you. Assign. Are you sure you want to assign the content hosts selected to content view rel 8 in prod? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Again, this is gonna create a task. The number of tasks here will be based on the number of servers that you have in this host collection. And once we have this done, we expect to see the same number as success. And there we are. Now, if we come back to our environment, let's refresh this page. We can see now that we have content view row 8, content view row 8, and prod on both servers. This is amazing. But let's do one thing here. This is node 1 and node 2. Subscription manager identity. If you take a look, my machine is already in prod, content view row 8, and subscription manager identity. My machine is already in prod, content view row 8. Eventually, what can happen is this: subscription manager refresh, just to refresh the certificate, and then we can see one local certificate has been deleted. Let me run once again, and now there is no change. So some information about certificate got updated, which means some information about the repositories got updated, but the information about the lifecycle environment, the content view, was already over there. Same here, subscription manager refresh. I can see that one local certificate has been deleted. If I try again, nothing to do, all right? So basically this is the thing. And again, if you wait for this period of time, like max of 4 hours, assuming that you didn't change any configuration on your RHSM cert D service, then yes, this is the time. Pretty good. Let me show you another thing. We just changed this to prod content view row 8, host collection 35. Now let me put this on library, the for organization view. Assign, are you sure? Yes, we are confident. All right, check this out. We have 2 tasks, one success, one fail. And then if I click on more detail, what is the point? Basically, you can do some follow-up to understand what's going on, what's causing this. If we open Dynaflow console, we can see some additional information over here. But I already know the reason. Let me show you what the problem is. We have node 1 and node 2. This is node 1, this is node 2. If you go to node 1 and click on details, we can see the content source of this one. So this machine is registered through satellite, okay? And what we did was, hey, consume the content from the for organization view, which is located on library. And this is good because on satellite, we have library, the lifecycle environment, and this specific content view, the for organization view. Once we check the same information on node 2, if we scroll down, this is getting content from capsule 1, okay? So what we're saying is, hey, go to capsule 1, get it the content from library lifecycle environment, content view. You can see that this was not changed over here. And why is that? So let me give this to you as a bonus. Let's open the capsules. So I have my capsule over here. Let me click on capsule, content. You can see that in content, I'm able to see only one specific lifecycle environment. I only have prod on this capsule. I don't have library. And because of that, that task failed because I don't have that specific lifecycle environment / content view. Another way to see this is click on edit, lifecycle environments, and there you go. As you can see, I have only prod. So the task worked for the first one because the first one was connected through satellite server itself. But on the second one, there is no library. So because of that, this failed. And as you can see, satellite is smart enough to say, hey, if you don't have this content over there, I'm good. I will just fail, but I will not change anything on this client. So let me keep this as this was working before, okay? So again, if we refresh here, we can see library the organization view because this machine is registered through satellite server itself. This one was not able to move it on because this is registered through capsule, and in the capsule we don't have library, neither the organization view. But Wally, I know that library the organization view is not a good practice. What is the recommended way? The recommended way is, if possible, always be using the lifecycle environment / content view. So let's do this right now. Prod content view row 8. we are pretty confident that we have this lifecycle environment and content view for both servers. Assign, yes, I'm pretty confident. And once again, right now, we should be able to see two success, and they should be getting content from the same lifecycle environment and the same content view. There we go. If we come back to the web UI, we can refresh. We can see now that both are getting content from prod lifecycle environment and content view route 8. And if we come back to the client and run subscription manager identity, I can see that I'm getting content from prod content view route 8 on node 2 and prod content view route 8 on node 1. And again, no need to refresh unless I would like to do something right now, because with the time of up to 4 hours, the whole information will get updated, and then your satellite will be able to get the new information, the correct and accurate information with no problem at all. Pretty good. Let's return to host collection once again. So let's just do a recap here, and then I'm gonna give you a bonus about this one. As you can see on the actions, we pass through all those actions, and then you can do a lot of stuff. But now let's suppose that I would like to work more with host collections. How can I do that? Let me close all the other tabs. You are pretty familiar with activation keys. So let's open the activation key. And then you know also that you can work with multiple activation keys. You can combine activation keys. So let's say that I have this activation key. One of the things here is host collection. So let's suppose that I have my activation key. Let me create one activation key, aka db server. And then I have this activation key for db servers. I can keep this all blank. That's okay, because I'm gonna combine this activation key with different activation keys. And I can come here to my host collection, add, and then, yeah, let's do better. Let's go to our host collection, db servers. Then I can create another one, app servers, assuming that I have my application servers. Let's suppose that I have also my Apache servers. And then let's suppose that I have my Nginx servers. There you go. You have different host collection. And then once you are here on your activation key, you can say, hey, anytime that I register my server using this activation key or combining, adding this activation key, this will join this specific host collection. And then there you go. This host collection will get like totally flexible and automated. Once you register those new servers or content hosts using these activation keys, this activation key, for example, will add this machine on this specific host collection. And then you don't need to go to the host collection and add that server. Like this will be automatically during the registration process. And this is pretty good because at the end of the day, you can do things like this. So let me come back to host content hosts. Let's suppose that I would like to see all the servers that are member of W35. Then host collection equal. Then you can see all the host collections that we have here, W35. But that could be like DB server, app server. You can combine host collections, this host collection, that. You can create some regular expressions. There you go. You can have something like this, and node and name equal. Name is not a good example here, but just to show you that you can combine. Or you can just do something like this, name different from node 01, and then now we have node 02. But again, you can see that you can combine or you can use host collections on your content hosts page or search to do some additional stuff. Another nice thing here, I have already a video in our channel about recurring jobs. So let's suppose that I have my job, and this is a recurring job, and I'm doing stuff like collect information, executing some commands, setting some configuration, applying some playbook, doing whatever you would like to do. Then you can see that we have host collection, and then I can pick W35. So here I'm doing a reference to the host collection. So I have no idea how many hosts I have in this host collection. I'm just doing a reference to the host collection. And with that said, if I'm doing this in a recurring job, that means any specific time, often, once a day, once an hour, once a minute, satellite will be getting this host collection, and we apply some steps or some executions like date to this specific host collection. At this moment, this host collection has two hosts. You can see node 1 and node 2. And then during the time, let's say that someone registered a new server using the activation key, and that activation key is also pointing to this specific host collection, the host collection that I'm using here. So let's do this test right now. Host collection, W35 hosts, add. I know that we have just two servers over here, node 1 and 2. Let me add node 3, add selected. And now we have three servers, three content hosts. If we return to jobs, run job, let's skip this one. Instead of hosts and apply hosts or content host filter, let's pick the W35. Now you can see that we have three hosts. So this is dynamic. In other words, if you're using activation keys combined with host collections, and also if you have recurring jobs using host collections, then this can be very powerful. You can do a lot of nice stuff just using those mechanisms, okay? And again, these will be executed on all the servers. If you remove some server from the host collection, this list will reduce. If you increase or if you add some content host to the host collection, this list will just bump. Basically, this is the main message. And to finish, over here, we have the main page. As I mentioned before in the beginning of this video, this is the dashboard. You can see all the host collections that you do have. So basically, you can play around with this. This can give you some idea about the name of your host collections, the number of content hosts that are members of that host collections. But yeah, host collections is powerful, is live, is definitely gonna help you in your administrative tasks. And pretty much that's it. So guys, that's it. As I said before, host collection is amazing, very powerful. You can do a lot of nice stuff, and you can also combine the host collection name in a different fields that you like to use. Also via Hammer, if you like to apply some search via Hammer to automate some script that you may have, definitely you are good to go and use host collection as part of this automation process. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Feel free to share. Feel free to click on the thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you have any question. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.